Hello and welcome back to the Pokemon Fusion Generator once again. Today we are here with Finardos, which is honestly... this fusion has so much going on and I can't explain why. First of all, we have a Rampardos and a Finneon fusion, okay? That alone doesn't seem so weird. However, the first thing I see in this fusion that makes me really like it is its forehead. Rampardos' forehead is incredible as always, okay? It does have a mighty dome, alright? And it does boast a powerful attack stat because of its mighty dome. But because of Finneon's colour scheme, it actually ends up turning pink, which makes it look just like a spoink pearl. So I can imagine this thing hopping around like a little spoink, trying to stay alive, and that's just kind of adorable, and that makes me really like this. Also, butt fins. Look at these gigantic Finneon butt fins on this Rampardos. That must mean that it has just an incredible amount of speed behind it. Also, yes, we're going to call them butt fins, because honestly, I need more reasons to say butt fins in my videos. I don't think I've said butt fins in my videos ever, really. So, by calling these butt fins, I get to say butt fins more, which makes me giggle inside like a little child, okay? Just need to clarify that. Other than that, Finneon's colour scheme is actually really nice. I do like Finneon as a Pokemon, which is strange, because I'm pretty sure it's one of the most forgotten Pokemon of all time. It's not exactly the one that comes to your mind when you think of water types. You think of like Blastoise, Gyarados, you know. You think of those Pokemon before you think of Finneon. But you know what? I like this. I like this a lot. Finardos looks pretty good, but as always, when we go ahead and swap it the other way around, usually the better the first fusion is, the less features there is on the second. So let's go and see what the body of Finneon has turned into. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Rampardos is lacking a lot of things. At least it has hands. You don't see many fish with hands, okay? You know, that's something, unless you're Pyukumuku, in which case you have a giant hand. Pyukumuku being the ultimate fish, essentially, if you think about it. But this just essentially just looks like a speeding bullet with a couple of spikes. There's not really a lot going on here. So we're going to go back to the original, and real quick, we're going to evolve it. Because this way we get to see, hopefully, Luminion's butt fins as well. And I'm always down to see more butt fins, okay? This is necessary. We do see more butt fins. Okay, there we go. Lumiardos. That is a powerful name. That genuinely sounds like it could be a legendary name. I really like that name. We do lose the pink on the forehead. And now I realise just how much imagining it as a little spoink jumping around actually helped me really like the fusion, because I definitely preferred the Finneon fusion. But this does have a giant butt fin, and you know what? That's all I was really after. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with butt fins today. It's one of those days. So, to start things off today, let's go ahead and go into some of the fusions you guys have given me with Magnezone and Carnivine. Honestly, is anything fused with a Carnivine gonna look good? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know how this is gonna go. If it was just the Magnezone fused with Carnivine's head, I could see it fusing pretty well. But with its body, I get the feeling this is gonna look really weird. So let's just go ahead and see what's happening. Oh my god, his hands are giant. He's ready to... This is the beginnings of Leaf Blade, okay? This Pokemon started the Leaf Blade, okay? That's amazing. Also, I can't tell you how unnerving it is to see 4 eyes on Magnezone's body. I don't know if that's just me, but that really weirds me out. It really does. It weirds me out and it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like seeing the extra eyes. Make it go away. Make it a Cyclops right here. You can't even fully see its mouth, which, honestly, it just makes it seem like it's hiding its evil grin behind its gigantic... I can't go over how big these are. It's giant leaf arms. I don't understand why they're so big. What is it even replacing? The magnets? Yeah, it's replacing the magnets. I guess that makes sense. But does that mean if I reverse it, I get to see Carnivine with magnets poking out of its body? You know, curiosity has taken over me. There's many more things I can say about that last one, but okay. This is weird. But it kind of works. Okay, the lower half of its body works, because I can imagine this is a mess of wires, which definitely fits with the electric typing. The magnets obviously fit with the electric typing. The face looks like a Picasso kind of drawing effect, okay? It's a Picasso painting, where it's got the whole weird, not quite right look to it, you know? It just looks like they didn't quite fill it out. Not to say Picasso is a bad artist, but I think it's weird. So I think Magnezone does look a little bit odd. Moving on though, we do have ourselves Arcanine, this beautiful little pupper, and Sylveon, which I always spell wrong, but I got it right today, okay. So, you know, I see this looking pretty good. Oh, wow, okay, that's not what I was expecting. Honestly, it's got zebra vibes. It does have zebra vibes. I don't know why I was expecting it to be fluffier. It looks like it's been stripped of all of its fluffiness just because the tail isn't there. I never thought the tail would make so much difference. Bring back Sylveon and Arcanine Fusion's fluffiness, okay? I need to see the tail. Oh, imagine if they one day added a feature into the fusion generator that let you fuse specific parts of the body. That would be amazing. Imagine if you could specifically choose to just fuse, like, Sylveon's, like, color scheme or whatever, and keep Arcanine's tail, and then you could make the fluffiest thing imaginable. Actually, I get the feeling you could make some really weird things with that, and that would be very complicated, but it would be awesome. Either way, I'm going off track, right. We have ourselves Syl9 right here, which, you know, I am getting zebra vibes. It's like a zebra lion, if I had to give it a kind of comparison to real life animals. It's got some pink feet. I can't really explain why. Does that help it run faster? Maybe it does. Overall though, I think the thing that lets it run fastest is these tiny little parts around its feet. They just make it seem like a fast Pokemon. It's like a Zebstrika, you know? Out of curiosity, right, we'll come back to this in a second. What happens if you fuse Zebstrika? See, that's not a Zebrapan! I'm so confused. I'm actually so confused. So Sylveon gives it a Zebrapan, but Zebstrika doesn't? My mind is blown, okay? My mind is actually blown, alright? I have no idea why that's the case. But okay. Oh, it's because... Oh, the black lines on Arcanine don't fuse, the white from Sylveon did. That took me way too long to figure out. Okay, we're moving on. I'm swapping around anyway. Okay. It's got the fluffy tail. Okay, if nothing else, it's got the fluffy tail. And you know what? The fluffy tail, it doesn't help it. It just doesn't help it at all. We need to move on. We need that to go away. We need that very, very far away from me. Moving on to Mimikyu. I can't fuse Mimikyu. No. 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 I needed to fuse Mimikyu and Pyukumuku. I needed Gen 7. Not like this. Not like this. Have we not fused any Gen 7 before? I swear we fused Gen 7. I guess not, huh? I guess not. Well, keeping that in mind, I swear we fused some Gen 7. Oh, maybe it was the starters I was thinking of. Seems like at the moment Gen 7 is still locked away for the time being, same with Gen 8 for the most part, so we'll keep that one on the back burner, and I will try to remember it for whenever Gen 7 becomes available to the public, because I'm just a standard ordinary person who doesn't have Patreon or whatever you need to get to the others, because I am poor. So going ahead and going into random fusions for the rest of the day, we have Blissey and Marowak. No. No, that's terrifying. That's actually terrifying. Imagine how big... Alright, this is a little bit dark, right? But you know how Cubone always takes the skull of its mother and wears it as it grows up? Imagine how big the skull you would get from, like, a Marossi with the whole Blissey vibe going on. Its entire body is a face, essentially. That's crazy. Also, does the egg hatch into a QC? A QC? A Cubone Blissey? Or does it hatch into a Cubone? Or does it hatch into a Happiny? Or even a Chansey, depending on if you breed it with its weird incense that requires it. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with that Pokemon. I just think it would have a huge skull, and that'd be weird. Moving around, though, we have Blisswhack. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of derpy Pokemon I needed to see. Look at this bubblegum-faced, bubblegum-boned warrior right here. He's even got bubblegum slippers, okay? This is what could have happened to the Cubone if it was brought up in the right environment, okay? You know, if the Cubone had a happy, supporting family and an excess amount of bubblegum at the nearby store, this is exactly what it would have turned into, okay? This is beautiful. This is truly beautiful. That was a weird story. I don't know where that came from. Moving on. Omanite and Rampardos were mixing fossils. You know, I really like that shade of blue on the shell. The blue on the shell looks good. This not so much. This doesn't have the same effect. You know, maybe it'll look a little bit better on the evolved form on Omastar, where there's a little bit more space for the face. Potentially. I think it looks better. I think that was an improvement. I also like the spikes, because it adds to the extra spikes on the Omastar. I think this is a very, very good fusion. If Rampardos' face was just a little bit more fitting, you know? It's just a little bit off. The other way around, however, what if we get Omastar's face? Nope. 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 The more I look at it, the more I hate it. Nope. Teddy Song is kind of cute. Depending on how strange you are. I think it's kind of cute. I like it. The other way around would probably look better though, right? Nope. Nope. No, it wouldn't. Nope, it's not any better at all. I'm not good at judging things today, okay? I'm gonna pin it on me being tired. I'm not good at judging things today. See, that doesn't look cute. That doesn't look cute at all. Also, Bronzong is a weird Pokemon. Bronzong is a really weird Pokemon. It's only when I see fusions like this that I realize it. But you know how weird it is to have your face right at the bottom? That's really weird. Also, it's a giant bell. Or gong, even. Bell gong. Kind of both. It's a weird Pokemon. I suppose Gong, considering its name is Bronzong, which means bronze gong. Yeah, you know, when you think about it like that, it's probably Gong rather than Bell. Either way, weird Pokemon. Can't really explain it. Not sure what just happened there. Can I click? Yes, I can. Honchkrow. I am so confused because for some reason I like it. You know, I can't explain why. I can't even point out any part of this that I think is good, yet I like it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It doesn't make sense for it to be on all fours. I do like Honchkrow's, you know, whole hat thing. I think it's because of this, like, this effect here. I think that's what's doing it. I think it's the fur coming on top of the hat that makes it look like a kind of musketeer. I think that's what's doing it, actually. That's really weird. It's such a simple little thing, yet it's making a huge, huge difference. Alright, what happens if we evolve it? Because Arcanine surely has even more fluff. This isn't going to look good, is it? Again, I actually kind of like it. I think this whole fur on top of its head thing fits much better than a top hat. It's a bit weird for it to have a beak. Okay, I'll admit, it's a bit weird for it to have a beak. Its tail is definitely a bit strange as well. But it does actually look pretty good. It's kind of surprising. What about the other way around? What? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Honestly, the diverse amount of color in its in this fusion is amazing. There's just... Wow. Wow, that's really something. Okay, you know what? I have no other words for that. We're gonna go for one more fusion though. We're gonna go with Absol and Flaaffy, and honestly, that's beautiful. You know, sometimes I need this derpiness, okay? This is exactly the bubblegum story again, okay? One time, an Absol and a Flaaffy, they wanted to see if they were in the same breeding egg group, okay? And how else are they meant to test? They don't have a Pokedex. They don't have Wikipedia. They can't just go onto, like, a Wikipedia and see if they can breed in their egg groups, okay? So they had to find out the hard way, and this monstrosity came. And, you know, they tried to raise it as best as they could. They went down to the store. Funnily enough, this was in the same kind of area as Marowak and Blissey, so, you know, there's a lot of bubblegum in the area, and they fed their child only bubblegum. And this happened, you know? This is actually a butthole over here, and it's just bubblegum just being formed from the air when it farts. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful Pokemon right here. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. We'll see the other way around. It's time for me to shut up. Alright. Aberfee, there's nothing crazy about that. It's time for me to stop and go and lay down and get some sleep, I think. So if you guys have enjoyed this Pokemon Fusion episode, as always, leave your own fusions down in the comments down below. I always love to see what you've come up with. And if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!